Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're into something simple yet incredibly powerful: punctuation. It might seem like a small detail, but punctuation can completely transform the meaning of a sentence. Let's explore some examples together, and by the end, you'll see just how impactful these little marks can be. First, let's talk about commas and independent clauses. Take this sentence without a comma: I love cooking my family and my pets. It sounds horrifying, right? The sentence suggests something unthinkable. But with the right commas, I love cooking my family and my pets, it becomes a wholesome list of the things I love. A simple comma makes all the difference. Now, semicolons versus periods. With periods, you might say, I made 3 sandwiches for lunch: one for me, one for my brother, one for my sister. This creates a staccato rhythm, emphasizing each sandwich individually. But with semicolons, I made 3 sandwiches for lunch: one for me, one for my brother, one for my sister. The sentence flows more smoothly, connecting the ideas together. The tone feels more conversational. Next up, quotation marks for emphasis. Without quotes, the manager said the customer is always right. This feels straightforward, like a policy statement. But with quotes, the manager said the customer is always right. You can almost hear the sarcasm or skepticism, casting doubt on the phrase. It's a subtle shift, but it changes the tone completely. Dashes versus commas. Here's a sentence with commas: the old house, which hadn't been painted in years, was falling apart. It's clear and descriptive, but when we use dashes, the old house which hadn't been painted in years was falling apart, the inserted information feels more dramatic, almost like an interruption. Dashes draw more attention to the details. How about colons for introducing information? Without a colon, I need 3 things for the camping trip: a tent. It's functional, but it feels rushed. With a colon, I need 3 things for the camping trip: a tent, a sleeping bag, and bug spray. The sentence is more organized, and the list is easier to follow. Apostrophes can change meaning too. For example, the girls' room, and the girls' room. The first suggests a room for girls in general. The second shows a room belonging to one girl, and the third means a room for multiple girls. A tiny apostrophe changes everything. Hyphens and compound modifiers can also save you from confusion. Take man-eating shark versus man-eating shark. The first could describe a man who is eating shark meat, while the second clearly describes a shark that eats humans. Big difference, right? Lastly, parentheses add nuance. Look at these examples. The concert, which lasted over 3 hours, was spectacular. The concert was spectacular though it lasted over 3 hours. The placement of parentheses changes the emphasis. In the first, the concert's duration is just a side note. In the second, the duration feels more central to the speaker's opinion. By examining these examples, you can see how punctuation shapes meaning. My advice? Experiment with different punctuation marks to see how they affect tone, emphasis, and clarity. It's a great way to sharpen your writing skills. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more writing tips. Until next time, happy writing!